guys, the time has finally come. I've outgrown the garage with these YouTube channel videos and making projects and building trucks. So we are building my dream shop in the backyard. It wasn't ideal. We don't plan on staying at this house forever, but the business and the channel has just grown to a point where it only makes sense to build something here. And then the next new owner of this house is just going to get a lucky shop. And then once we get to the new property, we'll build a shop probably 2 or 3 times the size of this one. You guys are seeing it now. This is the property. We're about to have the concrete guys show up, stake it out. We'll catch up with you guys as soon as we get some progress. Exciting stuff. Can't wait to have this. I've always wanted a shop and we're finally getting it, guys. So stay tuned to these videos. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump right into it and start working on this thing and getting our dream shop built.
Up front, I don't want too much weight on the rear end. This dirt, this field dirt right here, it's got so much moisture and it's really, really heavy. Wouldn't believe how much dirt weighs. All right, boys, we're good to go. Appreciate it. Got our 2 buckets of dirt on the power stroke. About to head home, hopefully pick that tractor up and be on our way. Putting the Cummins to work, boys. We're in this little skid steer, clear some land. Going to build us a shop, boys. Got the old skid steer. Power stroke's already back here with the dirt we just picked up. It's been raining on us, so the weather is pretty bad. We're gonna put you guys on a time lapse, have you watch us tear this yard up, get it prepped for this building.
All right, guys, so before we start tearing up the land, I'm running some errands right now, but I wanted to send a huge shout out to Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video. Most people are using wallets still designed in the 90s, carrying unwanted receipts, hotel cards, old stuff, just having unnecessary stuff in their wallet. I use a Ridge Wallet. I've been using a Ridge Wallet for over 2 years now. It seriously changed my entire wallet situation. I used to carry a big bulky wallet, and now I've had this thing for going on 2 years. It still looks new. The Ridge Wallet is a slight, sleek design that makes it easy to put it in your front pocket and not have a big, bulgy mess. It can hold up to 12 cards with room for money on a clip or a strap on the back. It has over 30 different color options, including carbon fiber and forged titanium, which is really cool. I got the carbon fiber one. Don't take my word on it though. There's 30,000 5-star reviews on their website, so if you want to check that out, top link in the description. It comes with a lifetime warranty, and if you're not completely in love with the wallet, you can send it back within 45 days and get your money back. And my personal favorite feature is that it's RFID blocking. So if you want to make the switch and get a sleek wallet, use my code PARADOX down in the description below, ridge.com/paradox to save 10% with free shipping. Thank you again for Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video. Let's get to tearing up that land and getting our slab built for our dream shop.
Coming in quick, a little low in time. I'm gonna catch you just right, pull you up to outer space. Wasn't that a good day? Red guitar, purple haze, stick, glove, and the ball was all you needed. How you did? Sing me back, mama, sing me back. 'Cause I'd give it all and more to that land for one day. Ain't that a beautiful sound? Hear the band and accuse the crowd, and the crowd loud, get out of here.
All right, so as you guys can see here, we returned the same day the skid steer that had the tires on it, like the 4 wheels and tires. That was kind of a mistake on my part. I'll admit that. I wasn't even thinking about it. So we returned the tired one, which pretty much wasted that day. This is the start of day 2. We're about to tear these trees down, and we're going to keep the tracked skid steer the rest of the time that we're going to be clearing this land. So we'll jump right into it, tearing these trees down. This is day 2. We got Michael, Dippin' Diesel, and my wife's dad over here. We're going to tear these trees down ourselves, and let's get right into it. It should be fun. Good morning, guys. We got the skid steer, some rope, 100-foot of rope. We got Dippin' Diesel, Mike, of course, power stroke. Guys, we were about to pull this tree down. I got that Husqvarna yesterday from Tractor Supply, It's a 20-inch Rancher. I'll get you the model number on it. I'm just gonna cut a slit in it and bring this pine right down, cut it up into some pieces and haul it off. So it is the Husqvarna X4's 450 Rancher. Should do a pretty good job. Already started up, sounds good, everything looks good. Lube the chain with some chain oil, put some 50-50 mix.
Well, you don't want to do it too much.
And now they're talking about how we're gonna cut this thing down.
You make a cut like this, so it creates a gap right here, and then you cut a slit on the other
Mike
side.
said he's cut 100-foot trees before. He knows what he's doing.
Put down some cottonwoods, son.
He knows what he's doing. Mike is a Swiss Army knife. He knows how to do everything. So if you guys didn't know, he can rebuild engines. He can freaking cut down trees. What else can you do? Work on helicopters. He's a helicopter mechanic, so I guess he can do that too. Got Dip and Diesel here, and we're about to pull this. We're about to pull this dang thing down and build a shop. By the way, skid steer with tracks, a lot more better, a lot better. Doesn't get stuck at all. Cleared a lot of this thing. The ground's so wet right now that hopefully it'll dry out a little bit this morning, and then we can flatten it all out. We got to get these trees, that pine and that pine is in the way. Hopefully get them stumps removed and be able to clear that corner, because the building will be 5 feet from the fence the city calls for on either side. So you got to make sure we're 5 foot from the fence with the building. That corner is going to be part of the building too, so we need to get that pine out of the way, clear it. Then we're going to level the ground, so we got a lot of work to do, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get right into it. Going for that one right there, the little skinny one. It's tall, but it shouldn't come anywhere near the house, hopefully. We're about to find out. Got the wedge cut in it. Got a pretty big wedge cut in it. Should hopefully be big enough. There it comes. There she comes. There she comes. Perfect. That couldn't have been any better. Didn't come anywhere near the house, probably 40 feet from the house. Good job, Mike. Good job, Dennis. That machine, I never heard of that company before, but that's a pretty stout machine there. We've been putting this thing through hell. Yeah, some guy wanted to charge me $3,000 to take down these pines. I said to hell with that. We just went out, bought a $400 chainsaw, $500 somewhere in there. I think it's like $400 something. Saved some money and got a dang nice chainsaw out of it. That's the way I think about things, guys. If somebody tries to charge me outrageous amount, I'll just buy the tools and do it myself, and with some good buddies, of course. Learn and be able to do it next time. So we'll always have the chainsaw now. That Husqvarna should last a long time. All right, guys, so we're digging it out from the sides. Mike's in the skid steer now, digging it out from the sides, and then gonna see if it, oh, that's ballsy. Good thing he's got that seat harness thing. He'd have flown out that thing. Yeah, it didn't even move, guys. So pine's got that big root that goes straight down, so they're kind of sturdy towards the bottom, but not nothing like a crazy root system like an oak or something. We'll be able to get it. There she goes. Perfect.
That's all right. Didn't hit
Rolled
nothing.
on us.
Did roll. That's good though. So it cracked right here and just tried to roll over right there. That's all right. Still, we're good. We were in the margin of error. We knew it might be off a little bit. Sweet.
20 feet right there almost.
Oh yeah. We had a good little ways before we took out my shed.
One branch is gonna break up there. I told you.
Oh yeah. Well, me and him were talking about it last night when we came out here. We knew we were gonna take out a couple of them branches. Sweet. Well, cut the limbs off, cut it into pieces, and go ahead and haul it off. Just like the last one. All right, so we got the winch loaded down on the trailer, 10,000 pounds, pulling this way. We got tension on it, and he's trying to push it, but this pine does not want to move. Pine does not want to freaking move. We got a blanket in between. It does not want to move at all. Huh. Well, we may have to come up with a plan B. I think they're getting a little bit more tension on it, but it's pretty much on there.
Hear the band and accuse the crowd, and they cry loud, get out of here. It's gone. Wasn't that a good year? Money and cars and souvenirs, a big backyard and a big black dog, and a hole to put your feet in. Sing me back, mama, sing me back, 'cause I'd give it all and more to that man. Oh, one day. Isn't that a wonderful feeling? Throw some burning heat in. You can hear that whip crack from a mile away. Wasn't that a good day? Red guitar, purple haze, and the band playing is all you really needed. How I need it. Sing me back, mama, sing me back, 'cause I'd give it all and more to that man. Oh, one day. 'Cause I'd give it all and more to that man. Oh, one day.
Alrighty guys, so we already got the other tree out, the tree stump out by using the skid steer to dig around the same exact way. This is the second tree stump. We're gonna see if we can hit it now. We haven't tried to hit it yet. It might not move it yet. We might have to dig some more. This one's a little bit bigger than the other one. It ain't moving yet, nah. Now I'll have to dig some more. What we had to do, probably gonna have to dig that backside out, but we had to do with that other one, which you can see it's pretty much flat ground there. Now we compacted it, plus before they pour the concrete, they got to compact it. They'll come through. I just talked to the concrete guy. They're gonna come through and they're gonna make sure all this dirt is really, really compacted and use that machine to do it and make sure we don't have any problems with that concrete settling. I was saying before that thing started beeping, it's beeping again, but when that machine comes through and vibrates this ground, it'll compact it and make it to where even though we just dug all that hole, it'll make sure that concrete's not gonna crack, is what the concrete guy who was just here was telling me. So we should be good, guys. We'll fill all this back in and level this pad out and hopefully have it ready for the concrete guys to pour in about a week. So I know some of you may be watching this and wondering why we didn't use a stump grinder. Well, we didn't have one and there wasn't any in the area to rent. We had the skid steer anyway for the rest of the day. We had a lot more time on it on the rental, so we figured we might as well use this because we called around to some guys that do stump removing for a living and they said it was gonna be $200 a stump. So we figured we would just dig the stump out, completely remove the tree, not just grind it down, but completely remove it, and then fill it in with the field dirt I picked up earlier in the day. So obviously this skid steer isn't ideal for this situation, but it got the job done. I think you guys will see that towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. I didn't get the last hit on camera, but man, it just happened just 1 second ago. Mike hit it, but Dippin went at it for about an hour and did a really good job.
I think more than an hour.
He did a really good job digging around this thing. They both did a really good job. Just got it, the last swing of it. Had you guys on time lapse that whole time, so you've seen this thing has been a pain in the butt. Obviously, it's not ideal. We tried to get a stump grinder and all sorts of an excavator. They didn't have nothing for rent this weekend. They're all out, so all we got is this freaking this little skid steer. So it's not the ideal situation using a skid steer to do this work, but it's what we were left with, and whatever we're left with, we'll figure it out. That's what we're about, guys. We'll get it done one way or another.
Just waiting for you to stop recording. Or
Start recording?
no,
I'm recording.
I wanted to make sure you can take it. You're in.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, go ahead. Dude, oh my god.
I spent a good like hour and a half trying to get that stuff out of there.
This stuff has sucked.
At least I got that one out.
Yeah? Yeah, this one you can't even tell it was there.
Dude, look how many roots are
Whoa! Look at that thing. Dude, this skid steer stuck in the hole of the freaking
oh my
tree.
Gosh.
Look at
Dude,
this.
it's just straight hollowed out up there.
Oh my gosh.
It's a root cavity right there.
Probably shouldn't stand under this thing, but
It sounds
it's
pretty
pretty. It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty steady. It's pretty sturdy up there. Lift that thing. Lift that bucket up. Got the whole thing in the little tiny skid steer. Prize possession. That's the prize. Little skid steer is way too weak. We need a big one. Way bigger one than that.
Good thing, dude. I was out of diesel on that thing.
Yeah, we gotta go get some more diesel.
I stopped driving it because it was literally almost on E. He hopped in and got it, so right on time.
Good job.
She was a little top heavy. Right?
Good job, Mike. Good job, Jonathan. Jonathan's drinking White Claws. I told him he's not allowed to be back
I
at
haven't
my
had
house.
one since I lived in California. I had to
Yes.
try them again.
He said
Gee.
there ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws.
Yeah.
I guess not. I guess not. Well, I'll go grab some more diesel. I'll be back. Leveling it out now. We got that last stump out of there. Now we know our grade. We use a laser level. Now that we know our grade and we're all on the same page, each time one of us gets into the skid steer, we all know what our grade is, and we all know how we need to bring a lot of this dirt back. And we're like a foot low in that corner, so we know we need to start sliding this dirt back and bringing all this back. We established our low point, which is right there. It's kind of lower, you can't really tell from here, but it's 2 inches lower right there. And we're gonna just bring all this dirt back into that corner And if we need to get a dump truck in here and add some dirt, we will do so. And we should be good pretty soon. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Dees? Diesel. And then Smoke's right there. But all right, guys, getting to work. Just an update for you. All right, guys, it's gonna be the end of day 2. End of day 2, clearing this land for this shop. Again, this is gonna be a 50 by 40, so it's gonna be 50 long, 40 wide. It's gonna be a pretty big shop. It's gonna pretty much swallow this yard. I'll give you a shot from the patio here. Frogs or crickets or whatever they are really loud, but that's being in the South in the summertime. So you guys can see my truck trailer's 30 foot long to kind of give you a reference of how the shop is pretty much going to swallow the backyard, but it's all right. I don't have nothing to put in that corner yet. I ain't thought of anything yet. I may put something over there. Alrighty, guys, so it's midday of day 3 of clearing the land for my dream shop. We'll show you how we ended up after 2 days of renting, not quite 2 days, but 1.5 days of renting the skid steer with the tracks. We'll show you where we are. Now remember, I'll kind of show a picture or I don't know, maybe a video clip of how this land looked before. And remember, we had 2 pines there. We had a lot of land that needed to be cleared, of course, grass, and then we're almost level. We're close to level, but we're not perfect. So we're gonna let the concrete guy, we already talked to him when he was here yesterday. We're gonna let him come through with his crew, let him level, let him square it, let him level it out. I wanna put all that on his plate because the last thing I need to do is me as an amateur try to square this thing up and board it and frame it and everything else. I don't need to do that. I need to let him level and frame and pour, of course, everything like that. That shed right there isn't perfect, but it's close, and we did that ourselves here. But I'm definitely gonna pay somebody to do this slab because I want the shop to be smooth and square and everything plums. So we're gonna run to Home Depot. We're washing the skid steer now. We're gonna turn that back in. We'll probably catch up with you guys in a few days whenever the concrete people come, pour, and finish the concrete. So we'll check up with you guys then and update you on our dream shop build. So we'll see you then. Peace.